Horror is a big part of the entertainment business. A lot of people like to be scared, and horror stories derive their being and power from that greatest of all mysteries, death. From Poe to Stephen King, writers have fashioned gruesome stories out of the grave, and people have been thrilled by them. Vampires and zombies have played their parts in this genre, but it seems to me that they have never been more popular than they are now. Vampires and zombies are everywhere, on TV and in the movies, with more on the way. Vampires have a special attraction. When it comes to being undead, which is the slot where these creatures belong, not living and not entirely dead, vampires are the aristocrats, starting with the original, Count Dracula. They are often portrayed as being highly intelligent, cunning, ruthless, and even romantic. Vampires are seen as being so stylish and sexually alluring, and also completely amoral, that one could easily be depicted as gay or bisexual or simply polysexual, coupling with any warm-blooded beast that comes along. Vampires patrol only at night. Sunlight would reduce them to ashes. They don't appear in mirrors. They can be kept away by garlic. Why garlic? I'm not sure. If it was smell alone, you'd think Limburger cheese would do it. But Popeye has his spinach, and those who fear the vampire and wish to keep him at bay use garlic. A more religious approach to warding off a vampire would be the cross and Bible, along with a splash of holy water. The best way to kill a vampire is to find him in his coffin and drive a wooden stake through his heart. The new hot horror shows feature young adults as vampires. I haven't seen them, but I'm sure they have lots of scary elements, as well as love stories, intensely romantic, packed with gorgeous young women and handsome men who are alienated forever from the rest of the world and blessed or cursed with strange powers. It's the old question, would you give up your soul to have powers like that? For many young people, the answer would be an emphatic, you bet. Vampires are not boring. Because they cannot exist in the sunlight, a day job is out of the question. So right away they are more intriguing and free than most humans. Vampires are eternal party animals with one small drawback. They're not really alive, and they need the blood periodically of living people in order to go on being undead. This one hitch is the only reason they interact with humans, who are nothing more than a food source for them. Problems arise when their latest snack turns into another vampire. New vampires, like the newly rich, are rarely as satisfying as their creators. They lack experience, they lack sophistication. The upstarts, a necessary evil, usually cause trouble. For one thing, they are missing as humans. For another, enchanted by their newly acquired powers, they can overdo it when it comes to vicious attacks. Ancient vampires have learned long ago that it's best to keep a very low profile and not flaunt their powers because they're not invulnerable, and the humans can be vicious too, if sufficiently provoked. Zombies are a completely different beast. They are definitely not among the elite. They are the lower class, the masses, the great unwashed. There is really no redeeming feature to being a zombie. Vampires are depicted as isolated, even tragic figures. They are, in some terrible way, superior beings. Zombies come in mindless herds. Vampires are refined, fastidious. They have taste, pun intended. Zombies are mere appetites, consumers, one step below those who frequent the all-you-can-eat buffets, one step below the Walmart shoppers, one step below the unemployed on food stamps. Zombies are the revenge of the completely disenfranchised. Zombies are pathetic, but also in their way relentless and a contagion, a plague, spreading their condition, and so they are to be feared and avoided. Vampires do have that strange attractive power going for them. Zombies are completely repulsive. You might be tempted to become a vampire, to join the dark side, You would never want to be a zombie. Zombies are mentally retarded and physically decaying. The way you kill, or more properly, destroy a zombie is to attack its brain. I called it mindless, but there is some vestige left that keeps it going and hungry, even though the rest of it is in the process of putrefaction. So you would shoot it in the head, or crush its brain, or sever the head from the body. Unless you've got some real firepower, that's a lot of work, especially since you're rarely fighting off one or two. They come in packs. For that reason, zombies, low as they may be, are a problem. For the social comparisons, the one percenters would be our vampires, the wealthy upper class who would prefer to exist in the shadows. The rest of us, the vast majority, would be the humans going on about our business, whatever that may be, and the zombies, staggering around like trailer park trash, seeking only something on which to feed. That the vampires need the same thing, that's their dirty little secret. Vampires live forever, or at least they do until they fuck up and get caught by the humans. The zombie lifespan is 2 or 3 days. But their numbers are so many, and always increasing, rather like those who, in a failing economy, lose out, go under, and become dependent on the government. Those are the zombies. Who will win, the vampires or the zombies? Both of them, in order to survive or go on undying, must decrease their food supply, the humans. Eventually, as the number of humans dwindles, eliminated by the monstrosities on either side, when everyone is either a vampire or a zombie, both will lose and become extinct. Even the undead will die.